Any young man, any young woman who, my brothers and sisters, join forces with Allen Chastanet, any young man or woman who joins forces with Allen Chastanet, you are an enemy of progress in this country.
These statements sparked outrage among many supporters of the United Workers' Party. The remarks were made during a public meeting of the St. Lucia Labour Party. During a pre-cabinet meeting held on Monday, March 10th, Deputy Prime Minister Hon. Ernest Hilaire clarified his colleagues' statements. Hilaire echoed this sentiment, asserting his conviction that the actions associated with the UWP leader are detrimental to the best interest of the nation.
I am convinced in my mind that Allen Chastanet is an enemy of progress in this country. I have no doubts about that in my mind. And I think the history of Allen Chastanet in our politics clearly shows that there's a desperation for power. And if it means destroying St. Lucia along the way to get power, he would do it.
The UWP, led by Chastanet, has recently launched a series of sharp critiques aimed at the Labour Party's policies and leadership. However, political observers note that the UWP has yet to articulate a clear strategy or vision for governance, opting instead for a barrage of criticisms that some argue lack constructive substance. As the political drama unfolds, the leader of the Labour Party, Honourable Philip G. Pierre, remains focused on his responsibilities to the country despite the distractions posed by the UWP's rhetoric.
Look at what this government has done. Look at what this government has done. No government has done more for the people of St. Lucia but the St. Lucia Labour Party government. And you can see it for yourself. You can see it. Every aspect of life in this country has improved. Every aspect of life in St. Lucia has improved under the Labour Party government.
Hilaire further clarified his colleague's perspective.
I think what my colleague was suggesting is that anybody who associates with that kind of approach to politics, and we're not necessarily saying the UWP, because the UWP has had a history in St. Lucia, a history contributing to national development. Some of us may not agree with their ideological approach and what they establish as priorities, but they have had a history of contributing to the development of this country. We're talking about this particular historical moment that we're in and the actions that have been associated with the leader of the present UWP, I think is inimical to the best interests of St. Lucia.
In addition, he says issues that cast St. Lucia in a negative light.
I can never forget the actions that it relates to Wanda Martinez matter, which was a total farce and fraud. And even now, the court case to stop the CIP and the effect that can have on the country. And the fact is, I can say to you as minister, we get so many calls from overseas, people expressing concern about the CIP, about the country, whatnot. I mean, there is a very clear understanding that if you act in a particular manner, you will destroy the reputation of St. Lucia.
Hilaire further reflected on the history of the Labour Party's positions while in opposition, particularly concerning significant programs like the Citizenship by Investment (CIP) initiative and the controversial DSH project. He noted that, despite the critical stance, the Labour Party was committed to ensuring the stability and continuity of such programs, recognizing their future importance to the nation. Shawn Edward, MBC Prime.